Welcome. Okay, so I'm going to start with day 4 on welcome. And Don, if you can give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, okay? I'm trying out the new headset and just seeing if that has good sound or not. Yay. Okay, so last week I read Welcome. It was the Welcome chapter, and this is the book of Knowing and Worth by Paul Selig. Here you go. And today I'm starting on day 4 of the welcome. So you can read along with me or just listen and see if anything comes up. Okay. How come you don't know who you are? How come you deny yourself your abilities? How come you cannot believe that the love of God you hold in you in any situation you could encounter? How come you do not know you are free? How come you do not care that you are imprisoned by structure, by belief, by history? Because you said, I am willing to give my authority to whoever will take it. I am willing to let my life be dictated by whatever thing would claim dominion over my life. These are the thoughts you hold, when you render yourself powerless in the face of situations. Why did I create this? You may ask yourself. Why did I choose this? You always choose in accordance with your beliefs, and your beliefs are what you know and what you have held to be true. Now, to encounter these things that you have created, you must come into a new way of being, a new ideal, if you wish, of what can be. And the welcome we offered yesterday to our dominion to work with us in a concurrence with your own needs will sing you a new song and a song of praise of the Creator who makes all things new. Now, when you ask for something in spirit and you expect it to appear in the material, you must know that the issue that you ask for must be in agreement with your soul's worth. There is nothing that you can create on this material plane that you could bring into recognition in material form that is not in congruence with what you believe you are worth. I'm going to read that again. There is nothing that you can create on this material plane that you could bring into recognition in material form that is not in congruence with what you believe you are worth. That's a powerful statement because, yeah, I think a lot of people want to create all the time, but most of them don't believe that they're worth what they're wanting to create. And I did the same thing for a while. Just saying, I want this, I want this, I want this. And when I got it, I didn't hold it because I didn't even believe that I deserved it in the first place. So, yeah, there you go. You cannot create the kingdom of heaven here when you do not believe you are worthy of it. Now, the kingdom of God, we would say, is the manifestation of God as you, as outpictured through you, through each of you, in your beneficence, in your kindness, in your love, in your willingness to serve. But the frightening thing about this for all of you is that you do not want it. You believe that it is a negative, that you will lose your self-worth, and that you have attained through structures that have been erected to give you an appearance of dominion when you, in fact, have been enslaved by them. When you are enslaved by a structure that you have created, you are the only worker in the factory that stays alight 24 hours seeking to replicate what it has created again and again and again. The structure will fall away, we say, and the true worker inside the factory, the one who has been given to create, will realize himself as an aspect of the whole, and the next creation he can attend to is the creation of God in man, outpictured in all things that would be welcomed by you each. If you say you cannot have something, you cannot have it. If you say you cannot have something, you cannot have it. Right now, I'm living with somebody that says can't all the time, and nothing happens because there's a can't walk, can't do this, can't go outside, can't, and the can'ts are more than the cans, and to watch it can be very frustrating. And yeah, So, okay. If you say you cannot have something, you cannot have it. If you believe it can be so, you move into a new creation, new possibility. If you align to the new possibility is gone into congruence with you in material form, and it will be manifested. When you understand this, that your worth is the key, and that what you would claim is always in accordance with your worth, you begin to think outside of yourself. And you begin to think of the larger issues that present you each as a species, as a civilization, as an aspect of the Creator operating in tandem with others. The belief that you are alone and insignificant is a key thing here. If you know you are not alone, and if you know you have significance, what you attend to changes. The disempowerment you have experienced so far on this plane to mechanize yourself in accordance with existing structures has attended to your fear, to your misplacement of your true identity. But the coming days of this text, we will say, will be to walk you forward with our hand in yours, attending to yourself as one who may be worthy of the kingdom. The kingdom, we say, will be the title of the future chapter, but you must understand already that that is where this road is taking you. Paul has a memory from his childhood where his hand was held by his father's, and he was taking on a journey through a system where the world of the future was portrayed before him. He looked at the world before him in wonder and saw what could be in another time. And those things became real to him because somebody else took the time to create them, to show him what may be so. In some ways, we are doing this with the readers of this book. We are taking you each by the hand to welcome you to what can be as yourselves as you coexist as a species, as a civilization who honors the truth of who each of you are. Will this happen in this lifetime? Yes. Hi, Gail. This is the lifetime where it can happen. This is the time where it can happen. As enough of you attend to your worth, to your divinity, and the divinity in all things, the kingdom, we say, is the anchoring of the frequency of the Christ consciousness on this plane of existence. The trials that mankind has faced, without exception, have been the trials that have been born in separation. So, yeah, I mean, look at how separate things feel right now in this country alone, and then with the different countries, and just there's so much separation going on, and not with everybody. I think a lot of people are trying to see through that and trying to battle it, but there's so much separation, and it's sad to see, like, just all the news that can pop up in a day that wants to show you that you're separate somehow is a little overbearing. The trials that mankind has faced, without exception, have been the trials that have been born in separation. When you realize you are no longer separate from your true selves or from the true selves of your fellows, you begin to listen differently, and the music that is playing will be heard, will be heard, will be heard. True, fear. Now, the jurisdiction that you have, each and every one of you, as a manifestation of the Creator in form, is far to believe. You did not know that you can change your lives in significant ways because you were told that there were systems to work through that you must attend to. Before you can go to 10th grade, you have to go to first. Before you can go to 10th grade, you have to learn the lessons. And the lessons are sequenced in such a way to give you a procedural way of learning. That's the word. Procedural way of learning. Now, this is not wrong-minded when you realize from 1st to 10th is a long expanse of time. You can also understand that how you direct your frequency now will shift you in a way that the lessons may come as you are ready. And you can take 2 classes at a time, you know. You can learn many things at once. So anybody that's listening, how many out there are just kind of in this I want to absorb all the information possible. Like I want to, like, I'm on my path, I'm on this journey. I just want to like dive into these YouTube channels. I want to get messages from the guides. I just want to like learn as much as possible because I know that that's how I've been. Like I can't get enough. Like I just want to absorb as much as possible that I didn't learn in school, that I didn't learn from my preacher, that I didn't learn from my parents, that I didn't learn from my friends. There's just all this new information that's just opening my eyes to all the other possibilities out there that I never even thought of before, that I never even opened up the possibilities for. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting on this journey. So, okay. Um, where did I leave off? So I'm going to start here. Now, this is not wrong-minded when you realize from 1st to 10th is a long expanse of time. You can also understand that how you direct your frequency now will shift you in a way that the lessons may come as you are ready. And you can take 2 classes at a time, you know. You can learn many things at once. How you attend to your learning, how you welcome your learning, if you wish, is up to you. You are the one in charge here. Our hands are being opened towards you and welcome to shepherd you through to the walk, to the path, to the idea, to whatever you need to respond to yourselves in your worth, in your worth, in your worth. Now, when you have a fear of your own journey, the tendency is to unpack your bag and sit on your couch and say, well, I will receive a postcard from somebody else. If they say that this is a good journey, maybe I will take it. You have to decide for yourselves what your adventure can be. I like that. I like that saying. You have to decide for yourself what your adventure can be. How you attend to yourself as the one on the adventure will, of course, be your choice. But we are giving you assurance to bring you forward and to say yes to you, to your walk, to your own path. The significance of the path that you walk on is that it is your own. The way to the glory of the Creator has been designed by you at a soul level, and the path that you will walk to get there, with or without our instruction, will be known by you only through your own experience. And we must underline this, yes, only through your own experience. It's been, I mean, it's like a roller coaster sometimes. I feel like, you know, you're kind of like going, good things, and then bam, some kind of lesson comes to just like hit you in the gut, just kind of like give you a check. Last night, I actually had to defend my worth to somebody. It was a weird experience, but they questioned my worth, and my immediate response was, yes, I'm worthy. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm worthy about this. But it was interesting because all these experiences will come up and test you, and everybody's journey is different. Everybody's on their own path, but it looks different, however it looks for them and however it looks for you. Kudos for walking the path and taking out the bags and going forward. And thanks for being here with me, guys. Thank you. Okay. The significance of the path that you walk on is that it is your own. The way to the glory of the Creator has been designed by you at a soul level, and the path that you will walk to get there, with or without our instruction, will be known by you only through your own experience. And we must underline this, yes, only through your own experience. Secondhand knowledge of the divine makes for a pretty painting on the wall of a church, but it does not give you the knowing you need to attend to yourselves as the one who walks her own path, has her own witness, shares her own name with others. I know who I am, what I am, how I serve, and finds the keys to the kingdom on the palm of her own hand. The gates that you walk through when you attend to this path are the prisons that you have held yourselves through. In abeyance with, in creations that you have created, with the agreement of your fellows. As each door is opened, the path widens. As the path widens, you encounter your fellows who are your journeyers, your fellow journeyers, like you guys. And you have companions on the road in song, in song, in song. Now, the shepherds that we are, we will say, are not new. We have been here for a very long time, and we have been attending to you each in preparation for your journey. We know who you are already, you know, those who come to the glory of the kingdom, and your names are known by us in light, in light, in light. Your names, we say, are not the ones you have been gifted with in this lifetime, but they are the ones that are known by us as you. Yes, in fact, we do know who you are, what you are, and how you serve, and the kingdom is for you to be remembered through. We will tell you who we are in one way or another as we continue with this text. But for this moment, we think of you as our students and our teachers. And as we progress, we will tell you new things to instill in you the knowing that you need to create yourselves in your new possibilities. Now, the trajectory you have chosen and continue to choose as you read is one of wonder. May I be in my wonder in every day. May I allow myself to be in wonder in every choice I make. That's a good one. I'm going to read that again. May I be in my wonder in every day. May I allow myself to be in wonder in every choice I make. As you claim this for yourself, you claim yourself. You open to new possibilities. The windows begin to open, and what was stale releases. The new air comes in and fills the room with new choice, new ability, new love. The idea that we give you to sort through, to choose from, to decide with, will be there for you as you need them. The trajectory we are choosing, you say, is one of wonder, attending to yourself in wonder as the one who may be in the new trajectory is what we ask for you today. Am I willing to claim myself as the one who may be in wonder? Am I willing to align myself to the possibilities that come to me as I align myself to wonder? Yes. Will I listen to myself, to the new thoughts that are gifted to me with each choice that I make, with each idea that comes, with each belief I hold, so that I may know something new? Yes. We ask you this. When you know what you know, must you act on it? And we will tell you, yes. When you have new knowledge, and new knowledge, we say, is new information that you have gone into agreement with in your knowing, it becomes part of your frequency, and the reckoning with it is nearly instantaneous. To reckon with something is to face it, to see it for what it is, and then to move with it as you choose. As you decide something new, as the claim of truth is gifted to you and you move into a new idea, and we say to you, idea as possibility, and you move into your knowing in this issue, you may claim it. It becomes you, and your life reflects it immediately. Now, when you ask yourself a question and you deny yourself the answer because you do not want to hear it, you create a problem of mistrust of the self and mistrust of the information that you are being gifted with. So we would encourage each of you to begin to record your answers as you go into inquiry with yourselves. What do I want for myself? What do I no longer need? What have I cared too much for? What have I cared too little for? What have I agreed to that is no longer true? And what would a new belief be that would liberate from me the things I have attended to as myself that cannot truly be myself because I now know who I am in my wonder? That's a pretty good list. I know that I love to keep lists, and when I do have these questions, I'm always writing them down. And when answers come to me, I try to write them down because answers come from all over the place. And sometimes I can just be listening to something and then the answer will come in there, or just in the middle of the night, an answer will come in. So I try to write down as much as possible what the answers to my questions are. When you work with a record, you have an ability to remember, to see, and to decide anew. But many of you are so unconscious about your actions. And to be unconscious in an action means that you must have been unconscious in the intent behind the action. That the record will give you responsibility to decide, to decide, to decide when you know something. Now, when you know something, I am in my knowing. You are in resonance with something. It is not an idea. It is not an intellectual structure. It is a way of being. Knowing and being happens simultaneously. You cannot know and not be at the same time. You are this thing that you know because you are in agreement with it. You can agree with an idea, but you are not an idea. You can agree with what's for dinner, but you are not what's for dinner. When you know something in your being, you are in tandem with it. You are in resonance as it, and it is created through you. I know who I am is such a claim. And as we welcome you to this claim in a true way, we must align the energy field that you know yourself through to be in agreement with it. As we have said welcome to you and asked you to invite your energy field, all that was receptive in you to welcome us, we are taking you in the journey to receptivity. And to be in receipt is to be in allowance. And to be in allowance is to be in welcome. Welcome. The creations that you know yourselves through, each and every one of you, that you have agreed upon, chosen, decided would be there because they must be there, will begin to be altered as you go into agreement with the new knowing that you have. What you believe to be so solid, in fact, is not so solid and is instead a creation born in your system that has been outpictured by you to perceive. So, yeah, right now we're in a fun time of taking down structures and changing names. And I know a lot of people get upset about the idea of changing a name, like the Cleveland Indians or the Washington Redskins or Uncle Ben's Rice or whatever the issue is. And it upsets a lot of people to change names and change the things that they know. Um, I get it, but then also those names aren't designed to stay there forever. They don't have to stay there forever. It's okay to change things, and if it offends that many people, then change the name, change it to something else. That's my opinion anyway. But I don't know. I think I'm just kind of seeing it in a different perspective. I don't get that riled up about the changes of names and structures, but I know that eventually everything changes. Now, when you decide something new, your landscape must be altered to reflect the new knowing. And this will be seen by each of you as your journey forward with us. As your journey forward with us. The path that you are walking has been trod by many before you, but they believed themselves to be special, or you were told that this was the path of the priest or of the Benedictine or the sage. You were not told that the path that you are walking is the path of your own soul's worth. And the only things that you divest yourself of this path of on this path are the things that you no longer require to know yourselves through. You may still have a nice house, and be on your path. You may still be in love and enjoy the world around you. When we speak of sacrifice, we simply mean investment. And what you sacrifice is your attachment to who and what you thought you were. And those creations that you have used to decide these things must be altered as you begin to know yourselves anew. Now we welcome each of you to the pathway. Now we welcome you each to the pathway. We would like you to imagine in your mind's eye that you are standing before a gate. It is a wooden gate. It has been there for a very long time. As you stand before the gate, you acknowledge your life as you stand there, as you witness the gate, as you ponder what might be there before you. And we will open the gate for you now, and we will take you by the hand and we will begin to lead you. The only thing that we ask is that you allow yourself to trust that you are being led well, that your highest interests are always in mind, that there is no need to deceive, and that there is only love in the action we offer you. The path that we are leading you on is the path of your own soul. And your own soul, we say, is what you are incarnating as in the highest way available to you. As you begin to walk down this path, you learn new lessons, you have encounters, and you are witnessed by us, by your fellows. As the landscape changes, all change comes to you in accordance with the vibration that you hold. So you may laugh, you may run, you may sing, you may choose your own way as the decider of your fate. As we walk you forward, know that your freedom is at the end of this. And the freedom from bondage, we say, always, always, always is the gift from fear. As we are liberating you individually, we are shifting the structure on this plane that you coexist in. As one man realizes himself without fear, he gives permission for the multitude to do the same. When you are in co-resonance with that man, your freedom is inherent in the choice to stand before yourself in the acknowledgement that this can be so. Each one of you give permission to your fellows, you know. As one man realizes the gifts of the kingdom, he gives permission to his fellows to do the same. This is not done through, I'm going to try to read this word, proselytizing. Is that the word? Proselytizing. I'm going to say that's the word. I'm going to have to look up what that means. This is not even done through language. This is your energy field in its perfect liberated state, anointing the energy fields of others through recognition of who and what they truly are as well. As we explained to you earlier, I know who you are, I know what you are, I know how you serve, is a claim of truth you give your fellows. And the anointing that you give them through this is the welcome they need to find their own garden gate, to swing it open and to begin their own journey forth. We said the chapter would be called Welcome, and now we say we will end this chapter with this praise. As we sing the songs of our readers, as we remember them by name, we anoint them to their own possibility that they may be listened to, heard, and healed. As we sing your song for you, we sing your possibilities, and we see you each as rising to them, as hearing yourself in perfect song. We sing your song in wonder, we sing your song in welcome, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you each and good night. Stop now, please. So when I read this chapter, just kind of when people are in their freedom and other people see that, and it gives those people the permission to be in their freedom too. The image that came to mind is people at Walmart, and I know people like to put memes and tease people at Walmart and what they wear and just all the stuff, but there's something really fantastic about that. There's something really fantastic about people that go out of the mold and do their hair fun colors and just be individual, be free. It allows other people to know that they don't have to stay in whatever box they were raised in, or whatever town they were raised in, or whatever belief systems they were raised in. So now when I see people doing their own thing, I'm like, kudos. I like that. Thank you. Thanks for showing me that I can do whatever I want to too. I can do my hair however I want to, and I can wear whatever I want to, and just be free. Be free. So yeah, that's the image that I have of that. It's just seeing people, and if you see somebody out there that looks a little different, or like makes you kind of question why they're doing what they're doing, just give praise that they're opening up the box for everybody else, because it's not fun feeling like you have to stay in a box all the time. For me, anyway. I'm not a person that likes to stay in somebody else's box. I don't belong in a box or a cage. So, yeah. um, so, yeah, I think I'm going to stop there because it said stop now, please. And what I'd like to do is come back tomorrow and read another chapter. And if, you know, I don't know, if you guys have your experiences and you want to share them, then please do so. I'm doing this without really knowing exactly why I'm doing this, besides just knowing that I want to share the information that I've received, and I want to share the love. And I'm just kind of being called to do it in this way, and who knows what that's going to look like or what that can be. But I know that I'm grateful for all of you that have joined me and you know are on the journey alongside me. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. And thank you, thank you, thank you. This means a lot to me. Um, yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up there. And I hope you have a lovely day or evening or whatever it is where you are. And hopefully, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll post the time. And if you haven't hit the little bell up there, the notification bell, you can ring that. And then anytime I do live, then you'll get notified of when that's going to be. Because I'm still kind of working out my schedule, so I don't really know exactly what that looks like. I just know that, I'd like to do this more. So, yeah, I'm going to set it aside right there. And thank you guys. Go spread some love, shine your light. Have a great day.